there guys, welcome back to CG Family Farm, and today is one more day of bad news. Apparently lately we've been having bad news on the farm, but that's how it goes guys. I mean, it can't be a good day every day, right? So if you guys don't know, I have a little rental property right next to my house. See, that's my house up there. That's my little rental property right there. Their line actually ends like somewhere where the tractor's at. But just because we like to have animals, we went ahead and fenced all the way over there. And of course, since it's a renter, then he doesn't mind however much footage I leave on the backyard or the front yard, because I actually did the fence before the renter moved in. So the renter called me yesterday and let me know that he had a little bit of a septic problem. He was actually washing his hands and he could hear the bathtub bubbling a little bit, and then he would flush the toilet and the bathtub would bubble a little bit more. So then I had to come out here today and figure out what was going on, and it's not looking good. So let's get started of moving the tractor in there, uncovering what's going on in there, and then we find out what the problem is.
That's Orangeburg. Easy. Do you know what Orangeburg pipe is?
Nope.
Made out of damn roofing shingles.
So we got the pipe. What is that pipe called?
Orangeburg.
Oh, the one that's coming?
That's Orangeburg.
Orangeburg? And it pretty much drops down into nothing?
Yeah, it's here. It keeps it going. I don't know how far it goes. That pipe's trash, man.
Oh, so there's another pipe right there?
Yeah, it keeps going.
Oh, it keeps going, but it's all busted now. So just like that other job might actually have something inside of it. Oh, stopped up.
Just barely touch it and it breaks right off.
So that's where all that water is getting stopped up, huh?
Yeah, you need a new sewer line is what you need.
Yeah, a whole new PVC pipe all the way from over there down to... We don't even know there's actual septic tank. So just start digging and then find out if there's something even over there, huh? Alright, you want to get the tractor out there?
No. Stick the probe in the ground out here.
So that's busted, but it might still have a line coming down here to something, huh?
Yeah, it's still a line there.
There's still a line on the other side, but it has to be replaced either way. I guess once I start replacing it, then I'll find out as I start digging this way if there's even a septic.
I got a bad feeling it don't.
Oh man.
Because I know the family.
You know the family, yeah. And like I said, she said her papa or something.
He's a good man. I'm just saying that back in the day, you know, they done whatever they needed to do.
There was no permits needed for nothing. No. He built the house, and I mean, when we remodeled it, there was a lot of stuff in there that was definitely not up to code. I mean, it was really good wood though, I'll tell you that. I mean, that's the old school wood, the one that, they weren't actual 2x4s. I mean, they were like,
rough cut.
Yeah, rough cut, like probably 2x5s. They're big.
You know your little tractor's not going to dig us, so you're going to have to come over here somewhere and dig.
Yeah.
Try to find it.
Go around it. Probably start digging right here, huh?
About where your wheel is, I'm sure.
Alright. Time to catch you guys up on what's going on. So the plumbers came out here. Ace Plumbing did a great job of letting me know to start digging here. We kept finding this little, can't remember exactly what he called that kind of pipe. Bird something. But you guys heard it. So then the pipe should be running somewhere through here. And then of course right here we have our actual septic tank lid. He said it might be 3 lids because it's an old-fashioned septic tank. I'm not really sure what I'm going to uncover, but he did say the edge of it should be right there and the other edge should be over here. Bad news is, of course, there's some big tree trunks right there that I'm probably going to have to cut up, and it's going to give me a little bit of a struggle. So the game plan with the plumber was I dig up the septic tank, and then tomorrow they might come out tomorrow afternoon after I give them a call back and see what I find. It said if I find the actual water all the way up to the lid, then they can actually come out, suck it out, and we should be good to go. Not much problems other than the pipe will have to be replaced sometime next week. Probably won't get around to it this weekend. But if I uncover the lid and we don't find nothing up top and we just see some roots and the water's all the way at the bottom, then that's bad news, because then that means that the roots have gone into our septic tank and I don't even know where to start right there. So for today, what we're gonna do is pretty much uncover it, get that tractor working out here, start digging, see how much it actually is able to dig through, because it's tree trunks. I think I'm gonna have to do them by hand, and then we'll see how far we get today, and then tomorrow we pick up on the result. But first, before we get started, Georgia has been pretty crazy lately. As soon as the sun goes down, the temperatures drop to like 40. So I'm gonna put on my long sleeve. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cover up this nice shirt of the Family Farm Georgia State. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice shirt. You got your state right here. There's a lot more states available. If you'd like to pick up your own, just go to familyfarmlifestyle.com. A lot of different colors, a lot of different states. All right, guys. So that's actually good news right there, guys. From far away, I don't know if you can actually see a little bit of the water line. I don't want to get too close and show y'all everything in there, but yeah, this looks like a 2-lid chamber right here. So I covered that one. There should be another little lid, just probably getting pretty close to the edge right there. I'm still gonna have to dig through here and figure out what's going on with this pipe, because they did show me where it was busted. Like he said, I don't necessarily have to replace it right there. I can actually let it still flow through there and get over here. However, it's eventually gonna have roots going in through that hole and making its way down to the actual tank, and then it's game over right there. So for this job, it's pretty much completed for today at least. We're gonna call the Ace Plumbing to come out here tomorrow, and they're gonna suck out that tank, and then once they suck it all out, then we will be able to uncover the rest, see what's going on with the rest of it. Like you said, once it's sucked out, they'll be able to run their snake machine through there and see if there's another kind of clog. If there's not a clog, that's good news, but if there is a clog, then again, it's completely replacing the whole pipe, and especially because of what it's made from. Either way, I can't just patch it up and cut it off where it's broken and put PVC pipe on it. I have to pretty much cut it off and replace it all the way from the house. So quite a job that I gotta do probably tomorrow or this weekend, but at least we know that for now we were able to uncover the lid and that we found water to the top. So that means that we're going to be able to get this restroom running in the next couple hours. It's probably tomorrow morning because it's already 7 in the afternoon. Ace Plumbing won't be able to come back out tonight, so they should be here around 9 a.m. Suck that out. The renter can go ahead and use his restroom. They can shower. They do everything, the necessities that they need, and then throughout the weekend or next week, I'll actually replace it properly, and then it'll be a nice job done. So time to go wash up and eat dinner with the family. That's a wrap for today. We got that pretty much concluded. For everybody out there, guys, if you get called out to do a job, especially when you're dealing with septic lines, be very, very careful. One of the reasons why you want to sometimes reconsider getting a job done, like the one that I'm doing, you could end up busting one of their lines. And if you bust one of their lines, then you're held liable to actually replace it yourself. That might not be covered under the bill that you actually gave them. So you might want to be careful with septic lines. I do a lot of French drains. I do a lot of just simple ditches. to control runoff water. I do a little bit of land leveling, stuff that I can't really be held liable if something busts like that right there. It is my home, so that's why I went ahead and did it myself. If I busted the line, I was going to replace it either way, so it wasn't no big deal. Another thing separately for not just the people that do jobs, but the people that buy old homes, be very careful, guys. If you heard the guy that came out here to check on the plumbing, he knew the guy that built this home, and great gentleman. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to meet him, but like he said, great gentleman that built this house from the foundation up with his own bare hands, probably alone or maybe with the help of one other person. That was 70 years ago. There wasn't really that many regulations about building homes, definitely not much regulations about septic tanks. So like he said, he was thinking that we're gonna run into like a barrel or maybe even just open field lines or something. Back then they used to do things like that. That's why now they develop codes as far as lines and waters and power and all that. That way whenever you go to buy a home, you know things are a little bit made up to par, you could say, to the regulations, and you know they're made a little bit better, right? I got lucky. I did find a septic tank. I wasn't sure if there was one or not. This is my first time getting that tank sucked out, and I've had this property for like 3 years. So I mean, I guess you could say I've been on the lucky side of it, right? But it is right next to that huge tree, guys. So I was kind of hesitant. I was afraid that maybe we're gonna run into something pretty bad. Even the guy that came over was like, I'm afraid to tell you, man, like it's gonna be bad. So things to consider, guys. When you buy an old home, make sure you know where the septic tank is at. If it's away from trees, that's going to be awesome. If it's too close to trees, ask before you buy what kind of septic problems have y'all had, because replacing a septic tank could cost up to $5,000, the plumbing, everything like that. If you go out there and do a job like this and you do want to take the risk of replacing lines and open up septic tanks, I myself would probably charge upward in the $800 ballpark, just simply because this is an all-day job. Right now it took me about 3-4 hours to get that uncovered, but I'm not done. I mean, I still have to come out here, like I told you guys, and uncover the top side of it. I still have to uncover the line. Replacing the lines what will take you like the majority of the day. So it could be like $800. I mean, if it runs into the next day, I mean, we're talking upwards into the doubling up into like $1,500-$1,600, just because, I mean, it's a dirty job. You're gonna have to use your equipment. You're gonna have to use a lot of different kind of tools, specialty tools. So you got to consider things like that, guys. But if you're in the Dalton, Georgia area, we do small jobs like this. We charge $70 an hour. Could run up to $80 depending on what kind of labor is involved. But you can contact us at CG Family Farm Services, and we are here to help out. All right, guys. Until next time, y'all get out there and have fun. All right, now we tied up both of them. It's done. It's loose. Here we go. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.